Well, g'day folks, my name is Rob and welcome to the very first episode of Diary of an Old Dog. So what's Diary of an Old Dog? Well, I'm glad you asked. It is simply my story. A little bit of background information. A bit over a decade ago, I went tits up, lost a lot. The house, the savings, the whole kit and caboodle, everything that I had worked hard for 35 years, gone in an instant. And one thing that I learnt pretty bloody quickly is when things go pear-shaped in your later years, when you've got more earning years behind you than you have in front, it can be a pretty tough road back. Now, am I back? I am nowhere near it. To be honest, I'm not even close to where I was before shit hit the fan. And I'm probably not where I need to be with retirement maybe 15 years down the track. So where does this leave us? Well, it left me with a whole heap of valuable lessons from going tits up, and they're lessons that I don't want to waste. They're lessons that I want to apply in my life, and they are lessons that I think can be useful to people in the same boat, the people that have hit hardships in the later years and have wondered how they're going to build it up. Now, am I a guru? Do I have all the answers? Far from it. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. All right, so let's bring you up to date with how the idea of Diary of an Old Dog come to me and what it's all about. Now, some of you may recognize me. I have been on YouTube before, the host of We Went That Away Adventures, a four-wheel drive and adventure channel that I started probably 6 years ago. Now, I tell you what, it's been an adventure, and it's pretty good for an adventure channel, I suppose, but it wasn't a great vehicle to get me to where I needed to be, to get my family to where we needed to be. And I had a lot of fun doing it. A month or so ago, the page got hacked. And I lost a big audience. So an audience that I built on Facebook over 6 years, stolen away. And look, cut a long story short, Meta said, fuck you. And I had to make the choice, would I rebuild? Now, whilst I had got a heck of a lot out of building that channel was a really good vehicle for other people, for sponsors, for employers. It made them a lot of money. It cost me money. So I had to make the decision, did I want to rebuild it? And that was a pretty hard decision to make because my identity was very much tied up as being Rob from We Went That Away Adventures. But when that went down, it got me to thinking really hard about what I want to do with my life and whether that is going to get me to where I want to be. And I'm not going to give it to you all now because this is just an introduction to me and an introduction to Diary of an Old Dog. But I come up with an idea to take all those lessons that I learned in my journey back so far and try and create something that's going to help other people, other old dogs that have hit tough times in their later years. And I'm going to make this a little bit of a social experiment. So Diary of an Old Dog is going to be a real-time log of my journey to turn where I've been and what I've learned into something meaningful. And it's pretty multifaceted. Didn't intend to be this way. Actually, it's a bit of a funny story because I've used AI to help me with my workflow, to help polish up posts that I do for We Went That Away Adventures, and also for my employer. So not only did I make four-wheel drive videos, I have worked in the four-wheel drive industry for the last 15 or so years. So I used AI to help me with my workflow, to help me polish up posts and articles that I've written, that sort of thing. When the page went down, I decided to use it to, I suppose, help me well, I don't even know how to put this, but basically to arrange my thoughts. And then a few, I don't know, little synchronicities began to happen. And I was going through my filing cabinet and I found this old notebook. And this is actually a book that I called Break Free. I don't know if you can see that. And it was a book that I wrote during probably the toughest 3 years of my journey back. And it's a whole heap of stuff of lessons that I learnt, the techniques that I applied. Never really thought I suppose it was me putting my thoughts into words. It was therapy in a book. I come across that and I thought, you know what, there is a heck of a lot of good stuff in here. So right at the moment, I am writing Break Free. So not just from the point of view of when I wrote it while I was going through it, but I'm adding some new stuff to this book now from the point of view of being able to look back on it. So Break Free is one part of it. Now, why I mention the AI is because I started using it as a reflection tool to, I suppose, to use as a mirror to explore my thoughts and ideas. And you know what? It was a really, really effective tool. And I thought, what if I could create a platform, an online platform that's AI guided, that is not cookie cutter stuff. It's not your 10 steps to success bullshit blanket stuff, same for everybody. What if I could create a platform that reflected back, that got you to question your thoughts and remembered the conversation, so that every journey for every person using that platform was individual to them. But you know what? Being a content creator, I'm also a storyteller. And I thought, what if I could incorporate the classic hero's journey into that platform? And that platform is, and look, it's a while away. I have got a heck of a big learning space between where I am now and where I need to be to get this thing up and running. But it is in the works, and it is getting closer, and I'm learning a heck of a lot. And that platform is what we call Project Kensei. And in some future episodes, I'll run you a little bit through my vision for Project Kensei. The other thing that I will be starting shortly is a podcast, and it's called Till the Fat Lady Sings, as in it's not over till the fat lady sings. And my idea behind the podcast is to interview people like me that have come a gutser in the later years and then rebuilt. And when I say rebuilt, this is not your stereotypical success story where we're making millions of dollars and we're living in mansions. This is real stories, real people, real life, overcoming real obstacles. So that's three of the aspects to what I'm doing. Break Free, the book, Project Kensei, and Till the Fat Lady Sings podcast. So that is what I have got in store. How I'm going to do all that, I've got no bloody idea. I'm short on skills, I'm short on money, and I'm short on time. But you know, there's more bite left in this old dog. And I hope you guys, I hope something there connected to you. So if you're in that boat, come along on this wild journey. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to be in the next episode. I don't know where we're going to get wins, we're going to get obstacles, we're going to get losses. I don't know if it's all going to go pear-shaped again, but you know what? You just got to get out there and have a crack. So that's it. The very first episode, the introduction to me, Rob, the introduction to Diary of an Old Dog. And I hope you come along for the journey. And I hope sincerely that there is something in what I'm building that can help you turn your life around too. Cheers guys, and we'll see you whatever happens on the next one.